Hello everyone, and welcome to Some Good News of Livonia. My name is Mike Miles, and I am not John Krasinski, the host of the viral video show SGN, but I am your host today in this local, even lower budget edition brought to you by the Livonia Church of Christ. And we like good news. You might think that during a global pandemic, good news might be harder to come by. And there certainly is a whole lot of bad news out there, and we don't want to discount that at all. But I believe that's all the more important to shine a spotlight on the good news. And there's still plenty of it out there, even on the front lines. Some good news might sound like Amazing Grace. See, that was the hymn that local nurse Lori Marie Key sang to her fellow nurses at St. Mary Mercy, Livonia during a shift change. Come listen to this.
Sing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Another nurse at St. Mary Mercy is our own Yvonne Avery, who has been working tirelessly these last few weeks, and so have many other nurses and healthcare workers at our church, including Carol Ann Wright, Cindy Lapp, Terry Allen, Rhonda Bayaki, Jill Sims, Emily Monsivice, Chelsea Kowaleski, Chris Pihar, and Claudette Taylor. Your hard work and dedication in the midst of this crisis is some good news. Terry Karras has retired as a nurse, but she's been using her sewing skills to make cloth masks for healthcare providers and first responders. Terry shared some good news that the generous response from people who've emptied out their stash of elastic to be used to make even more masks. Terry also shares that her husband Bob has been working hard to coordinate resources to provide meals for hospital staff. Thank you both for your service. Speaking of service, our church has had opportunities to come together with our community to serve those in need. We're thankful for the Livonia Public Schools who have been continuing to provide a week's worth of meals for any student who wants them. On Tuesdays, dozens of us have been volunteering to deliver meals to families who are unable to pick them up themselves, and that is some good news, as well as being able to see and work alongside each other from appropriate social distance. Also, speaking of service, for the last few weeks our worship services at our church building have been put on hold, but our worship services have not been canceled. We've been meeting via Zoom video conference, and while it hasn't been perfect, and we've had some technical difficulties, and the potluck lunch that I was eagerly anticipating for March 29th was canceled, there is some good news. Not only has it been great to see and hear so many familiar smiling faces, but we've had several visitors join us, some for the first time. We've had friends from far off places like Russia, Ecuador, and Texas join us on Zoom. Many have shared how uplifting and encouraging this has all been in a time when we all need some uplifting encouragement. I got an email from one recent visitor from the Livonia area. Her boyfriend didn't get a chance to come with her in person when she did a few weeks ago, but they've been watching together online. And she said that this situation is making church less scary and daunting for those not in church. And that is some good news. Quarantine isn't easy, but many families are reporting that when they aren't being annoyed by each other, this has been a good bonding experience. Julie Adams shared that her family is thankful for the family dinners, the family walks, and extra time that comes with slowing down. They've had more sleep, more prayer, as well as time to connect with extended family. Colleen Burton shares that her son Ben and his wife Kim were even able to move into a new house this week, and that is a bonding experience in and of itself. This has been some good news, but the best news is that all of this is evidence that our God is at work through the continuing ministry of Jesus Christ, who has poured out his Holy Spirit upon us, and we are blessed to participate in what God is doing. This Sunday is Easter, and we will celebrate together the resurrection of Jesus Christ and the good news that the tomb is empty. I'm Mike Miles, and thank you for being good news.